Hello, English 10. I am going to talk to you about why we need to cite sources, because in the second semester with English 10, we are prepping you for classes you'll have to take as a junior where you will have to cite your outside sources. And you've probably done this some. I know you did it in the fall with Killing Mr. Griffin, citing outside sources from one source, actually from the book. So we're going to just back up and talk about why do you need to cite your sources? Why do we have to? So to start out, why? Why do we need to cite our sources? What's the big deal? Why can't I just, if it's on the internet, why can't I just take it and use it and paste it into my paper? Well, you cite your sources to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism is the use of anyone else's work without giving them credit. So if I copy and paste something from Wikipedia without citing Wikipedia, that's plagiarism. If I copy something from a newspaper that's online and I don't cite it, that's plagiarism. So what happens if you plagiarize? What are the consequences? In high school, you fail the assignment the first time. The second time you do it, you fail the class. In college, the stakes are much higher. If you plagiarize on a paper in college, you are expelled more than likely. They will ask you to pack up and leave because it is illegal. Most things are copyrighted. So I'm trying to prepare you so that that doesn't happen to you in the future. There are different formats for citation. So how do we decide what to cite or what the citation should look like? MLA, Modern Language Association, that's what that stands for, is what you'll use probably throughout high school. It's used by social studies, communications courses, literature courses. You'll probably use it in college as well if you go to college, where you will have to cite things according to the rules set by the Modern Language Association. They say this is how we want our citations to look, and you follow their rules. Another form is APA. You'll use it if you are a biology major someday, or maybe if you write a paper in a science course. And then the Chicago style is another kind, and that's used by, if you're someday going to get your doctorate degree, that would be a type of citation you would use. But we will use MLA all in English 10 as a junior, as a senior here. That's the one you will have to be familiar with. Where do you cite your sources? When you use an outside source, you have to cite it in two places. In the paper, right after you've used a quotation or a paraphrase, where you put something in your own words even, if you've taken the idea from someone else, you need to cite your source right after that paraphrase. So in the paper, you will cite it there. You'll also need to cite it on a works cited page, which you did not have to do for Killing Mr. Griffin because you were only using one outside source. For this paper, you might be using 2 or 3 outside sources, so you will need to cite them both in the paper where you use that source and on a works cited page. How can you get help with citing sources? Because this is something that's fairly new to you as sophomores. You can ask me. I would be happy to help you cite sources. Or you can go to a citation website, such as OWL Purdue, and they have a citation generator. So let's say I want to cite a website. I could go ahead and type in the URL of a website, and they will cite it for you. So it's a citation generator to help you cite your sources. If you have any questions, I encourage you to email me or ask me in class on Thursday. I will give you a quiz over the information in this video next week, Tuesday. So I can answer questions before that, though. Otherwise, have a great day. Have fun researching your boarding school.